Hand on your heart, hand on your belly. Take a delicious breath in of possibilities. Exhaling limitations. Inhale possibilities. Exhaling limitations. Juicy breath in of possibilities. Exhaling limitations. You can fight for your limitations and you can keep them, or you can let them go and handing them over to the universe. Today I want to share with you a story yesterday that I hope will help you listen to the whispers of your soul. Listen to the whispers of your soul. Yesterday started out really crappy for me. I woke up with attacks and I had to go to the bathroom for like an hour. It was a bloody mess because of my colitis situation. So then afterwards I was really drained, and I knew I had clients at 9 and it started at like 5:30. I'm like, I have plenty of time to rest. I was wobbly all morning, really weak, highly emotional, extremely scared. So I asked for guidance. I did my yoga nidra with Tracy Stanley to help me get centered and listen to my body's innate intelligence and trust that. She tells you that you know the cause and you know the cure. And I looked into what I wanted to create for the summer, and I used my intuitive spokes that I'm learning again from Laura Day to listen to my intuition. And in it I looked at the roadblocks so that I can avoid them. It doesn't have to happen yet. These are possibilities, and everything changes on the continuum as long as you're aware. And intuition actually takes the emotion out of it so that you can act from the quickest one from A to B to get you to the results and the destination that you want. So afterwards, I did feel better. I had 2 clients in which they were really recharging energies that I needed and they needed too. And then afterwards, I went on a little walk, scavenger hunt with one of my friends, Carolyn, in which she delivered great news to me that she had been holding on to, which is that she is pregnant. And in her face reading in December, when we first initially met, I told her she would be this year. And that was one of her desires. So I was over the moon excited for her. So I felt thrilled. However, my energy was still wobbly. And I knew I needed to go to Costco to get some things. And at Costco, I hear this voice that says, connect with Craig. And that's because Craig lives near Costco, and he and I are dear friends, and I hadn't really talked to him like in 2 months. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna call and check in to see how he is. So I text him, and then I went home, and he texted me back and said that, oh, I wish you would have told me sooner or stopped by. I just got done with work. And he's like, hey, by the way, what are you doing this weekend so I can drop off the scooter to you? A few years ago, I actually sold my scooter because I was too weak to ride it. I was in another height of my flare. And then I also thought I was going to be moving to Alabama to be closer to family to have support. So I sold it to him. I loved it. But he said that he wanted to give it back to me when we connected last time, which was like in March, because he said that he's just not riding it that much, not moving anymore. So this is my scooter, and I named it Shadow. So he's like, I actually have time to do it today if you do, because he has to ride it over and then I have to take him back, you know, because then he doesn't have a car, right? And we were able to at 6:30 p.m. And I asked him if he had time for dinner, because I'd love to treat him to dinner afterwards so we can catch up. Here, not only did he do that, I asked him for his suggestion, because I have these lights that I've been wanting to hang up, and this is the entryway to my house, and it's really dark in the winter, and then in the summer it's really nice just to have that ambiance, and for like my clients that come in later to be guided. So he helped me fix that while he was here. And then also I have the situation with my hot tub. The pump is not working, and so I had to wait for the replacement pump to come through the warranty. Instead of having a hot tub, which I love, I was going to use this as a cold plunge in the meantime. And the other day I had filled it, however, this wasn't plugged into it, and there's 3 holes right here, and so the water was leaking out. I'm like, damn it, there goes that idea. Yeah, so it has to be plugged in so that it can hold, and I didn't even think of that when I was doing it. It's like, oh, it's okay. I didn't know there was a hole there where, like, you know, the water would leak out. Anyways, yeah, sometimes you don't think about all these things until it happens, right? And then you're like, you think, oh my God, I'm so stupid. You're not stupid. You just didn't think about it, and you just don't know until you know. So give yourself a little grace. So he helped me because this thing is actually really hard to install, and he did it in like 2 minutes. So then I asked him if he wanted to go to dinner, and I gave him 2 choices, and he wanted to go to the little dive near my house that I've been wanting to try because it smells so good every time I walk past it, and it was so perfect. It was delicious. We had the best conversations. I got to know the staff there, and my little girl and I will probably go there quite a bit. Point being is, and our connection, the conversation flowed. We got to know each other on a deeper level, and it was just so much fun. My day in so much gratitude and abundance, whereas it started out so shitty. Working on fixing the leaks in my life. I decided that I was going to take prednisone again, and it was like a week indecision because prednisone has severe side effects, but I know it's the quickest point from A to B that will put out the inflammation. And in 2 weeks, my inflammation scale from my stool test, and it's a thing called the calpeptin score, and the range, the normal healthy range is like 0 to 49, and 2 weeks ago I was at 56. This week, just 2 days ago, it had jumped to 300. And so there's no way that my body can handle that. And so, you know, I have to do the top-down approach, the Western approach, and there's to both, right? There's good to both ways. You need one to sustain the other. And, you know, don't be such a purist if you are. Allow for that help. But listen to your body and what you need. Muscle test it, and also really ask your intuition, because it innately knows the cause and the cure, and it will give you your answers for at this moment, and it's different every time. What worked like 3 years ago may not work now, but you know the truth, and I hope that this helps you become, 1, healthier, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and 2, to listen to your whispers of the soul. If something is nudging you to call someone, do. They may need you, you may need them. Yeah, don't think, oh, I hope they're doing okay. Oh, you know, whatever, you think about it. But then just escape by and let life pass you by and never connect with them. Right now, we need so much support and community will help us thrive, will help us with grit and tenacity and support. They may know someone that you need. So listen to that and make the call. Be well. May this give you the shift that you need and the courage that you need to just take action. Love you. May this help you be free, find peace, and grace and courage.